European silver fir.
Hen Harriers. Murmuration.
I feel all at home.
Ken, we want to take you to the New Forest. Tea hydrated. Good squirrel impression.
To week 4
of Vlogmas.
This is RSPB Ham Wall, and this is a great area for otter, bitterns, lots of rarities here, so it's a really exciting, beautiful place. But today we're here for the Starling Murmuration.
Fingers crossed. We've been meaning to come here for years.
Yeah.
And our friend Joe and his mum have been trying to sort of coax us down. We just haven't been able to. So fingers crossed we'll show you a murmuration.
I'll tell you what, it's a bit Norfolky amongst these reeds for me.
Very Norfolky.
Oh, I'm going back to my soul.
Cat's feeling right at home.
Another cool thing about these sort of places is that Neolithic man used to make walkways through the reeds with the reeds.
Oh wow, okay.
And obviously they used to use the reeds for building materials.
The lovely RSPB staff member we just have a little chat with. Thank you very much.
Yeah, she was really
very helpful, very friendly.
Very caring. And it was just nice for her to talk us through the reserve and stuff. And she said she couldn't guarantee it because sometimes they do something called dive bombing, where they just literally dive back into their roost and they don't make any sort of attempt of dance.
Very much like Ceri to the sofa with a curry.
A sudden dive. So most of these that you can see cut out, you can see this is the Avalon marshes, and you can see there's quite a lot of patches cut out. They're all cut out for peat. So there's lots of peat under there, all taken away, and then obviously it's burnt, so it's used as a material for burning. European eels in this water. Eels start life as eggs almost 4,000 miles away from the UK in the Sargasso Sea near the Bahamas.
And then they end up here. Amazing.
That's blown my eely mind. It's shocking this, Karen. You just don't seem to care about the eels.
I do, but unfortunately,
come on,
for the sake of the vlog, we have to keep it short.
Yes, I know.
But if you want to see more, and you want to learn more about this wonderful area, let us know.
So the RSPB lady was telling us that yesterday it was 20 to 4 when the murmuration took place, but it was quite dark. The lighter it is, the later they do it, because they want to continue to feed whilst there's still light in the sky. We've been meaning to come here for the longest time.
Yes.
So this is great.
So we're just up at that first sort of viewing platform back there.
Incredible. So there was a great egret there, great big white one you saw, and you know the difference because obviously they're about 4 times larger than the little egret. About 1,500 lapwings, which is the most lapwings I've ever seen together. Beautiful. They're the ones with a little tuft at the top.
Yeah, 3, was it Hen Harriers?
Hen Harriers. So one was a younger male, that was the lighter coloured one. The very dark one was the big female, and the male, the older male, I didn't actually catch sight of, unfortunately, so I'm not sure, but they would also be quite dark. Oh, this is very exciting, isn't it? I saw cormorants as well. You forgot the cormorants.
Forgot the cormorants.
Don't ever forget the cormorants because they're a very cool bird. Also these great boards to tell you what you may see in this area.
And lots of great little hides, lots and lots of them, which is quite a rarity to find in one of these reserves because quite often you just get the odd one. But this seems so far really very accessible, very lovely.
Another quite exciting thing about this area, and why I keep checking all the banks, is that there are water voles here. Yeah, and they're doing quite well here as well. So just check those banks, and now and again if you see sort of holes that are very close to each other, it's likely to be, obviously not big ones because that could be a rat.
Yeah.
If you get slightly smaller holes.
Looks like the Hen Harriers have spooked the lapwings off of their roost. They're all taken to the skies, which is quite a sight. Thousands of them. So this wonderful sculpture is a memorial sculpture.
Otter memorial sculpture. And they just say it's a quiet place to reflect.
What a spot to stop and have a cup of tea.
Beautiful, honestly, stunning.
So many noises as well, so many bird calls I just can't identify.
If you really just want to connect real quick to nature, come here. If you fancy seeing a murmuration yourself, it's easy just to search online where your nearest murmuration is. And they go all the way from October to March. This time of year is the best time.
Happy Vlogmas!
Yeah.
So we're just back up at the main viewing platform at the moment, waiting for the murmuration to potentially happen. Chatting away with the lovely folk behind us.
Everybody's getting ready with all their fancy gear. It's like an arrow. Oh! He went down to come back up. Look at that. Oh, they're swinging back round, Ceri. Oh, they're all swinging back round. Oh, wow. Ceri, what the hell? Oh my god. Ceri, look at them all. They're like sky jellyfish. Ceri, above, look. There's a few little waves coming in. Oh my god, look at it. Ceri, you seeing that? Oh my god. Don't forget to look with your peepers too, because that is cool. Bloody hell.
That was the murmuration.
That was so good.
It was like watching schools of fish.
I said it is exactly like sea creatures. They're flowing in water. It was so strange.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Very busy, lots of people there. Bear that in mind if it is something.
It's so busy. They say it's less busy if you go in like January, February. So
yes,
apparently it's always very busy leading up to Christmas.
So we're just going to head home, get some food, and we'll catch you guys later in the week.
What are you doing? Filming the birdies? It's going to annoy you when you're editing, isn't it? By the way, if Ceri completely forgot to do the intro for today, like I asked him to.
Yeah, I forgot.
Today is Monday, and I'm going to go drag Ceri out of the house for a walk. Come on, you!
Woo! Lots of fancy reef along all the doors down the main house. Very festive, very lovely to see this afternoon.
Really pretty. It's raining.
I've underestimated it as well. I thought, no, I won't need a jacket. I'll be all right. I won't need a jacket.
Yeah, you went alma mater.
Shorts and a fleece. They deserve a day off too, guys. Water jackets deserve a day off too. So we're just going up past the church. We've got lots of different little local routes that we use. Mix it up, keep it fresh. Cat's too busy gawking at all the decorations.
Yeah, it's nice. You know, everyone's got a reef. What's going on?
Nice, aren't they? Come on, we're going to get locked up. We'll have some sort of special message put against us in the village news. Watch out for these two reef peepers. Happy lunchtime, Monday. Wet.
Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday. I'm now going to head over to my parents to try and finish the outside of their decorations. Yeah, so I must remember whilst I'm there, because I keep forgetting. I forgot last week, and it's sort of running a bit too close to Christmas now. I'm going to pick up Mum and Dad's food bank donations. I like to drop them off for them and sort of take them at the same time as my own. My mum always says, write lists, you should write lists, and she's right. Can't stand how right that is. Ooh. I've been really good this week. The last few evenings I've spent buying gifts online, and it's the 14th today, so I'm just going to hope that everything turns up in time. I'm a bit of a ditherer when it comes to buying the gift. Ceri's terrible. He goes, yeah, that's the thing I want, bloop. I'm not the best at buying things quickly, but I think I've done it all now. Right, so I better hurry up, get on with getting these lights out. It's gotta be finished today.
I'm just having a lunch break in the back garden with a cup of tea and the friendly birds. Struggling a little bit today, bit of a headache, sore eyes, a bit cooped up, so this is very much what the doctor ordered this afternoon. Cheers everyone, I hope you're all doing okay out there.
I'll put it here because it's not much room over there.
Everything done for now. I will take some nice shots of that this evening when it's nice and dark and the lights show up beautiful. So we're going to get in now, have a cup of tea, warm ourselves up a bit chilly, and knock together a food donation box for the Trussell Trust.
Happy Wednesday everybody.
Happy Wednesday, and it's Reese's birthday today, Ceri's brother. Woo!
My brother, it's 40th birthday. Happy birthday, bro.
And that's Ceri's little brother as well, so you can imagine how old Ceri is. Got an appointment to be topped up with alien blood, so I can phone home like I've always wanted to. Okay. On the way, we're going to whip in and drop some food off to the food bank. I absolutely remembered this time.
Yeah, there's so much food that goes to waste over the Christmas period. People overshop, overbuy. There's so much stuff that ends up just left in your cupboard, or maybe stuff from last year that's still in your cupboard. So it's a good opportunity to have a clear through and give it to somebody in need. If you can and if you're able. Maybe.
Yeah, if you can and able, and if you need them yourself, there's tons of information online about how to receive food from food banks.
Fingers crossed Kat doesn't come back with any ill effects from having this alien DNA inserted into her. Don't fancy wrestling for a mince pie with a part alien zombie mutant.
Okay, we're just gonna drop off our bits.
Hello.
I'm making him do it all because I got a boo-boo. Oh, he's a good lad. Thanks, pal. I'm not your pal, buddy. I'm not your buddy, pal. Now we're gonna whip off because we need to grab some petrol, get back home. And because I've been a big brave girl, I'm gonna make some mince pies.
Yes.
You love them, don't you?
I love a mince pie.
Loves them.
A cup of tea and a mince pie. Let's go. There's mince pies on the line. Even Father Christmas needs petrol.
He's been an adult, sort of. I had a bit of a hiccup. I showed you how to make my short crust pastry that I'm going to use for the mince pies, but the GoPro ate it, not the short crust. Thank God, that's still here. The film. Very simple recipe. It's 350 grams of plain flour, 225 grams of unsalted butter, and then you just rub them together. You just sort of breadcrumb them together, and you add really cold water very slowly to it and bind it together. Don't mess with it too much, just be a bit rough with it. Try and then gather it into a ball and then refrigerate it for a little bit. I normally refrigerate for at least 30 minutes. You can also have sweet short crust pastry, and that would be just adding about 100 grams of sugar. So we're going to roll it all out now and put all the bits in. Yay, exciting. I've used 2/3 of the pastry there. There's still a third left here. That's going to be for the tops. My mum always said to roll it out to about 3 millimeters thick. When you think you've got it even, get the old cutter. So you need two cutters. One has to be able to fit into the other. Say that one's probably about 8 centimetres and that one's probably about 6. I've already greased all of my pan. You'll have to excuse how ugly this pan is. It has been through the wars. We called him Old Faithful. So we put 12 out of this. Push them very gently, not too much, or else they actually become quite difficult to remove. Like that. Keep going. Ooh, and don't forget to preheat your oven to 180. See, each one is about 3 mil. So next, I put in any kind of mincemeat. This one just happens to be the Waitrose brandy mincemeat. All taste very similar, but it also depends obviously if you want to have alcohol in it or not. And a small spoon and just scoop it off. I tend to raise the edges just by scalloping them a little bit. You can actually make it a bit more deep filled, so you'll get a sort of deep filled mince pie, so it's much nicer. Another thing I like to add is some fresh ingredients. So this is just the lemon peel of an unwaxed lemon and clementine pieces. So I always make the lid thinner than the base, and that's thinner by, that's about 2 mil. Now we're going to stick the pastry tops to the actual little tart cases, and for that you need to use milk. You can also use egg. You will need to do that by putting a little bit of milk in a cup and then using a pastry brush, just dabbing milk around on here. Something I tend to do is I add milk to the top. You can also use an egg wash, it's entirely up to you. If you want a bit of crunch, is you add sugar. Egg washes and milk washes are really just for colour. And then just stab each one so that the steam can come out and doesn't break all the sides open. Be generous with your stabbing. Pop it in the oven. They need 20 to 30 minutes and they will be job done. Right, first try. Bloody hell. Ooh, turn it around, show it to the...
Oh, that's so good. It's Christmas in a tiny pie, and if you guys weren't watching, I'd ram this whole thing down my throat. But I'll eat it like a gentleman. That is good. There's something so lovely about a mince pie. A citrus for...
Good morning. And I am doing an ID course for winter trees. And I've got my bag of twigs. We're doing this with the amazing Species Recovery Trust. There's the awesome Don Price up in the corner there. Anyway, I've got to get on. It's all to help us with our project that we're doing. So exciting.
Noisy neighbours. That is a happy bush. So yeah, just out having a little walk this afternoon. Kat's online doing her course. So back up in the village, getting a quick, I won't lie, it's not a long walk today. Just a little one. Bit of fresh air, cup of tea, and back at it this afternoon.
That was really great. I learnt a lot. Quite technical. I'm not a botanist. It's nice to learn more. I'm going to go into Q&A in a minute with my group that will also be doing the same project as me. So that'll be cool. It'll be nice to see everybody and talk amongst ourselves and do a few quizzes, make sure that we learn enough. But right now I'm so hungry. I've got to go. I've got a terrible ear, guys. Terrible ear. So I'm going to whip down the surgery and have a nurse look in it because I can't hear. Literally, my left ear is I'm completely deaf in this ear. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Hadn't done really anything to it, so I don't know. Got a clue. But I've got to eat because I'm so hungry. Oh my God, I'm starving. I bet Ceri is as well, because Ceri's had to be as quiet as a church mouse, which makes him hungry, you see. Makes him hungry if he has to be quiet. Makes him very hungry. Come back. Today is Friday. It's been a long day, so we decided to shake off the work blues by posting Christmas cards and going for a bit of a...
Hold on.
I wonder what was happening. Genuinely, I was staring at you thinking you were doing something interesting.
Right, got rid of the Volderwork voodoo, that's gone.
So we're just going to post some cards and then go for a bit of an afternoon.
I confused you, haven't I?
I think it was mental.
Quite nice coming out this time of night as all the Christmas lights and things start to go on in people's houses. See all the little displays and things, don't we?
For all my little friends and family that live a bit far away. Oh. It's really full.
Is it?
Yeah. Lovely, isn't it? I don't know, this low level light. There's this haze right across everything.
Yeah. You can see it just starting to roll off the woods. So those are our normal walking woods over there. We sometimes take you guys to for lunchtime forest. Anyway, we're going to keep walking because it is getting dark. I can see that. Hopefully you can still see us. If not, I'll just put some lovely footage over the top of this. So this weekend we want to take you to the New Forest tomorrow actually. Going to go and adventure somewhere different. We've been to the New Forest before, but we haven't been to this particular area. No. So we're excited to share that with you. It's
cool because it's like the high trees and apparently the oldest tree in the New Forest. So that's quite exciting. I can't wait to see that. Ceri! Oh my God.
There she goes. Oh.
That's not funny. Are you blinding me? Stop.
Like a burglar caught in the headlight. Come back here, you!
Thank you for joining us this evening. It was a lovely walk out, but we're going to go in, have a bit of dinner, have a bath, and just get our things ready for a nice early walk in the morning because we want to try and get there early. Hello, today is Saturday and we are up nice and early in the New Forest.
We brought you to Blackwater, which is our first time here, and we've got some interesting things to show you this morning. We have,
so we're going to go to the Blackwater Arboretum area that was created with show trees. Victorians used to like to do it. I'm going to show you the Knightwood Oak, or reputed to be the oldest tree in the whole of the New Forest.
Excellent.
New Forest itself was taken from commoners by William the Conqueror as a royal forest. So it was used hunting grounds. So there are lots of ornamental drives and things like that.
Oh, very cool.
It sort of passed on. But because there was old commoner laws, there's still lots of grazing, common grazing I should say.
We're going to get off and we'll bring you back when there's something interesting to show you.
Let's go.
We haven't really been able to get out anywhere sort of far afield.
You know, sometimes, Ceri, I have to see something new.
Yeah.
Or else I just feel really suffocated. Arboretums are always about planting unusual and sort of exotic trees. And it's something that was really in vogue. It was a show of ability to travel. Suddenly the world had opened up and they wanted to travel.
Look at me, look where I've been.
Pretty much,
Look what I've got.
Quite sweet and interesting thing about Blackwater is that it is also a sensory space. Lots of benches and sculptures, lots of things to touch and smell. It does smell quite strong actually. So this is a Japanese cedar, and obviously the light's not very good at the moment, but if you were here you would see that this is extremely red and it's very oily. It's this sort of striation that you get on the trunks, that's always cherry trees. One of the only trees that do this. There's a cherry birch.
What, these mad little...
Yeah, you see there's a scarlet oak. Look at the lichens on that, Ceri. Look at that. Oh, isn't it lovely?
And a red oak over here, Canada.
I doubt Ceri will use even a tenth of my my waffle, but just even the floor is littered with the most beautiful leaves. Look at these. Look at them. They're just absolutely lush. Oh, this is a silver birch. Obviously a European tree, but look at the girth on it, which is, you know, a girth on a silver birch like this would tell you it's pretty old.
What's this over here?
It's a Norway spruce.
That's a Norway spruce?
Yeah.
Ooh.
A Wellingtonia. And it's American, USA. Oh. It's a grey poplar. Because their underneaths are really waxy and white and they take ages to break down. So you just sort of, can you see that? You could follow a train of white leaves and then you'll find yourself a white bean. They're lovely. Great trees. I love a white bean. What do you get a lot of at Christmas time?
Selection boxes.
Well, here's the selection box of...
trees, just for you.
The awesome Rowan.
A Douglas fir.
The amazing Peely Wheelie eucalyptus tree.
A Roble beech.
Corsia pine.
A cut leaf beech.
Incense cedar. Japanese larch.
Western red cedar.
Copper beech. European silver fir. Must be about 400, 500 years old, maybe more. And you can tell by the girth of the trunk, because obviously these oaks grow a certain amount each year.
Yeah.
But this would be a really good veteran tree. They're the sort of trees that you really want to keep safe. They're the ones that have lost limbs. You see his limbs down here. They have crevices and cracks, gaps and holes. And they have this, which is like a bleeding, which is also actually a really good sign for a veteran tree. Okay. They just tend to have a lot more species. They give a lot more to the surrounding environment. You know, people always say, oh, you can always plant trees. But veteran trees, like an oak, could take 400 years to become a veteran. Yeah. Even if it's ancient, even an oak is ancient, it doesn't always become a veteran. So you've got to be careful. You've got to love and look after your old trees. Look after what we've got, isn't it? Genuinely, yeah. What you've already got. Oh, it's beautiful with its cankers.
So we've just come onto this old trackway now, as you can see in front of us as we walk through this big straight corridor. You can normally tell that these are Victorian because of the size, the width of them. They're normally about 2 carts wide, and you'd have to be of quite a wealthy background to come and do this. It would have been their getaway, their kind of... It would.
It was like their way of getting away from the smog of the city.
Yeah, getting away from all the city life, feeling that extra bit of sparkle and magic.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, one doth make it rain. Ooh. Getting close to the Knightwood Oak now. This tree's seen monarchs come and go, stood firm.
It's quite exciting. I mean, it's reputed to be the oldest, you know.
There's a nice windy path leading up to it as well.
Close to the oldest tree in New Forest is a oak that was planted by the Queen. This is called the Queen's Oak, and it's to mark the 9th centenary of the founding of the New Forest by obviously William I, William the Conqueror, also known as William the Bastard. So this one, the Deputy Surveyor Oak, this is actually a sapling that has come from the Knightwood Oak. Biologically, it'll be the same. I guess they hope that because that's obviously such a strong oak that's been able to live for so long, because this is its offspring, yeah, it'll be able to do the same thing. Majestic. So the actual board is presuming its age should be about 500 years old. But I have seen before that certain surveyors believe it to be about 600 years. So I don't know. But it doesn't matter because preservation and the fact that it's standing here today, that's what really matters. They age it by trunk. So there's the aging. And they aged it in 2016 to have a girth of 8 metres. So this amazing photo here is exactly as the tree is now, with this lovely gentleman stood underneath enjoying it from around the 1900s. But apparently this also was like a living monument for Victorians, and they often used to try and find it. So it was like put onto a little map and they would come into the forest just to try to find this tree. It became a really quite important tourist spot for the Victorians. Interesting. It was known as the Queen of the Forest.
Love that. I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, I knew it was a woman. I could tell. Something that's quite unusual about this tree is that it's a pollarded oak, which is something you don't see much in the New Forest because it was actually prohibited during Nelson's time because they needed the oak to be tall and straight for boat building for the Royal Navy. Pollarding being the tree management style of cutting a tree close to the base, so that it branches out and creates lots and lots of timber, which is great, but not so good for long straight plank that shipbuilders needed.
So we've just stopped for a cup of tea with the Knightwood Oak, our new friend. She's lovely. Queen of the forest.
That's nice.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Lots of parking areas and places, so it's quite an easy and accessible place to visit.
Oh, it is. If you've got a family, it would be ideal.
Keep thinking I'm hearing and seeing the pigs and boars, but...
Oh, there is, yeah, I meant to say, legally you can have common grazing. There's all sorts of animals grazing here, and one of them's pigs.
Yeah.
And I've never seen pigs just grazing wild. They're just all over the place. You can't sort of choose to find them.
No.
But
they choose to find you.
They choose, yeah.
I've actually started my second cup of tea now, feeling a bit tea hydrated. So we've just finished our little tea stop, fully recharged, caffeined up, biscuited up, sandwiched up, and off we go.
Just found a sweet chestnut tree, and you can tell because obviously they leave these at the bottom of them, and they have these lovely long leaves, but unfortunately their nuts are no good. They've either been taken, and the ones that are a bit shriveled and rubbish the squirrels didn't want, they just left them. So they've done this ring of these. It looks amazing. Look at this canopy. Womb of trees, isn't it?
There's no room for error. Christmas time, I'm getting ready for my Christmas cracker joke. What better place to say goodbye to you guys from the end of week 4 of Vlogmas than inside the belly of these beautiful trees?
Yeah, it's absolutely lovely in here. I think I might spend 10 minutes just chilling out under these trees, and then we'll head off home. But thank you again for joining us for week 4.
All your support, all your comments have been festively brilliant, and please stay tuned because we'll meet up with family and friends at Shearwater tomorrow, and we've got all sorts more to show you next week. Don't forget, if you've liked this video, leave a little thumbs up, drop us a comment down below. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing
Ding dong.
and clicking that bell notification so you know when we've uploaded a new video.
It's very important.
See you again soon, guys and girls. Stay safe and well.
And keep enjoying those green spaces. Take care.
Bye. Everyone. Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho.